Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here, or as a lot of you guys know me, JCARTSARTS. We're going to be diving into AmysCrypt, a channel that's been recommended to me so many times. People are like, you have to check out AmysCrypt. It is one of my favorite paranormal channels out there. Channel that if you really want to see more reactions to, get this video up to over 100 likes. 100 likes, and I will continue to react to her oldest content leading up to her newest content. I want to get an idea of who this person is. I want to get an idea, and this is something I'm going to try to do with more channels as I go forward with more reactions for different channels, is I want to start from their oldest videos to their newest stuff to kind of get an idea of the person that I'm watching. I started doing that with Sam and Colby, and I feel like that, honestly, kind of, it was a better path to take. It made me understand where they were and where they got. Here we go. Bhangarh Fort, most haunted place in India.
But we just found a bone. That is probably the most terrifying thing. Tigers and leopards have attacked and killed people here. I actually feel a bit sick. I need to get out of here.
AmysCrypt proudly presents. Bring my microphone closer down here. Bhangarh Fort. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that.
Hi guys, thank you for tuning in to AmysCrypt. I have a very special episode for you today. I'm currently in India to check out the most requested location I have ever had, Bhangarh Fort. This place is supposed to be insanely cursed and the most haunted place in all of India.
Bhangarh Fort.
So let's go explore.
Actually, it sounds easier to pronounce that way. Bhangarh Fort. Okay, cool. Looks neat. Never heard of this place before. Which I love, by the way. I love diving into places I've never heard of. Just so cool to find and learn about locations that you're just not normally aware of. We get so many places like the Conjuring House, the Ohio State Reformatory, the Sally House, but now it's like diving in other places around the world. So cool. Love it.
Alright, so we're currently walking through the township.
Love the Friday the 13th final chapter shirt. Love that. We got a horror fan, which I'm a massive horror fan. I don't know if you can tell, but I am.
That surrounds
Love it.
Bhangarh Fort. And most of the ghost stories circle around the fort, but there are a lot of structures that surround it. It was a very thriving town at one point, but is a ghost town now, completely abandoned. And there's a lot of these houses all lined up here. And part of the legends state that no one in this area can build a home or a structure without a roof surviving. And that's interesting because there's literally nothing here with a roof. They're all just completely crumbled down. But we're going to explore the fort. There's a temple nearby, the township.
Okay, I see. I thought I had seen someone behind her. There is someone walking over there. I guess it's a public place, so there's probably more people around. That's probably why they're doing this during the day, because there's people, and yeah, we can see everything.
We're hoping to explore all of the structures, and there's a lot of interesting stories and legends that go with this place.
I see you back there. I see you.
I'm just heading into one of the houses. We want to explore a little inside the structure. I'm not sure how stable or safe they are, but this one has a little staircase that leads up, so we're gonna try and head up that.
Yeah, do not eat shit there. Don't trip. Not
There's
there.
another bigger building here that we kind of want to see if we can get down and explore a little bit. But it's really cool up here because we're elevated and can see all of the township that's in ruins around us, and it really just illustrates that legend that no one can build a structure with a roof. It all becomes destroyed here because of the curse. Or so they say.
I'm glad you speculated that, or so they say. Most people would just be, paranormal investigation groups today would be very much like, well, the curse says, so I wonder if we're going to get cursed, or something along those lines, right? But at least you say, you know, or so they say, kind of like having that. I don't know if Amy herself is a skeptic or not, or maybe has that maybe has a sense of being a little bit of a skeptic, but if that's the case, I think everybody should go into these places with some ounce of being a little bit skeptic. Even if you believe in the paranormal, have a little bit of ounce of skepticism going in there, because there are unfortunately places in the world that are not as haunted as most places or these television shows or things make out to be. That's just a reality. So have a little bit of skepticism. Respect the lore, respect the history that goes around these places, but yeah, it doesn't always mean places like this are 100% haunted. I think it looks beautiful. I think it looks really cool. I would love to go here. Now, obviously, maybe not so much, because I heard she just said that leopards apparently kill people around here, which I'm like looking at that tree and I'm like, is there a leopard hanging off in that tree right now? I would not want to risk that. No, thank you. Look at all the freaking bushes, too. It could be hiding anywhere. That's pretty cool. Bird.
Just trying to eat lunch. I got beat up by monkeys.
Monkey! He looks pissed.
So managed.
Those kind of monkeys, I have seen some aggressive videos, man. If that thing start coming at them and start hitting them and stuff,
To find our
crazy.
way around to these bigger structures, and we're going to see if we can get in them.
He looked pissed.
I was gonna say that these ones have a roof, but
Yeah, exactly.
I guess
That's
not.
just a normal story. Does that class as a roof? Maybe bats within or something.
Oh my
Wasps,
god.
maybe?
Yeah, I know what that is. Right, I'm not really sure if this is safe, but I need to go up and check this out.
Alright, well, take your time. Do not trip. Again, there's no winning there.
This one seems to have a roof behind you. Right, so this one, the room that I'm in appears to have a roof, so I don't know if we can debunk that legend, or if this is even classed as a roof, if it's just like, there's another story or
It's a terrace.
something, yeah.
I mean, I consider it a
And
roof.
maybe it's about to fall down, I don't know. It does not look that stable. There's a lot of cracks and stuff here.
Yeah, let's get out. Whoa, this one's cool.
This one's much bigger. It's like almost in a courtyard style. This is quite a stair. Gonna go up this staircase. There's a whole bunch of rooms up here. More, what I'm going to describe as a roof. Yeah, it's all just, it's in quite good nick structurally, I'd say. I don't feel unsafe up here, but I mean, some parts of it, no. Alright, I think we're going to venture towards the fort now, which is the most famous part of Bhangarh Fort. So we'll go check that out. We don't want to get caught out before the sun sets. What is that?
It kind of sounds like an animal.
Sounds like a boar humping.
Oh my
How
god.
do you know what a boar humping sounds
I don't
like?
know.
Let's go look what it is.
I'd be a little bit nervous to go check it out. Be a dangerous animal.
What's whistling? I think we walked away from it.
don't know if the camera's picking it up.
Maybe it's like pigeon. It really didn't sound.
It does sound like
pigeon when
pigeons.
it first went.
No.
That thing they do.
Is it inside the building?
Is that it there?
Where?
Oh, yep.
We think that noise was a pigeon, and we can see it up there where I
Yep.
was just standing.
That makes sense.
But when it first made that noise, it sounded a lot different to a pigeon cooing. Ugh.
There's your ghost. That damn bird.
So I was trying to convey to you guys that the fort closes every night at sunset, and people are forbidden from entering this area after dark. And they say that this is because the fort is so haunted and so cursed that there's a lot of paranormal activity that occurs in here. People fear that if you enter the fort after night, you never return again. So we're going to do our best to try and get back in after dark, but I don't actually know if we're going to be able to achieve that. We're going to try our hardest, but I mean, we'll explore what we can during the day, and it is still very cool to be here.
Okay. You can only do so much, you know?
So we're just walking up through the remainder of the township towards the fort. And what is really cool is it's built on the side of a mountain, so you can kind of just see it ahead, just elevated.
It's pretty epic. I can't lie.
What is very cool is this temple on top of a mountain behind me. I can't find any information about it or if it's linked to Bhangarh and its ghost stories, but on Google Maps it is listed as the Haunted Temple. So I really love it, and I just wanted to stop and show it to you guys.
Kind of looks like that place, you know, from Mulan. Oh my god. Monkey. Oh, a little baby one. Look at it.
We're just about to go for an entrance that surrounds the garden ahead and then through to the fort.
Guy watering the lawn. Nice. I love that stuff. That is so neat.
We've just made it into the garden, and it's actually quite beautiful, and what's really cool is it's adorned by several temples, which we will check out. Some of them are really impressive too, but I'm really excited because just behind me is Bhangarh Fort, most haunted place in India. We just found this staircase, and it doesn't look like it's heaps easy to get up, but I'm gonna try.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? When they were building it? You have to have long ass legs.
The big staircase that we just ascended up to get to the top of this platform, as you get to the top of it, there's just this huge drop to nothing.
Huge drop to your doom.
From up here, you can also see how
Good way
big
to break
the
your
fort
ankles.
and its surroundings are. So we have a lot of tourists around, and there's not heaps, but the ones that are around are super loud. They're just yelling at each other, and I don't know what they're doing. There's also, I don't know what's going on down there, but there's a little fire, a whole bunch of people around it, and they're singing and like making beats, I guess. That's what you want to call it. But I don't know if it's a ceremony or like a religious thing or really what's going on down there. So you might actually hear that. But yeah, if you know what's going on, let me know in the comments.
Pretty neat, pretty neat.
bit creepy in here. This is actually part of the fort, just off to the side, and it looks quite dark and there's no one in here, so we're gonna go check it out.
Smells like bat droppings.
Yeah. If I go up here and a bat like comes at me or something, I'm gonna freak out.
That happens in a lot of paranormal videos I've noticed.
Stairs are
Bats
so
flying out of
bad.
nowhere. Jeez, look at that stairway. I'm just so fascinated by the building. You know, it makes me want to go there.
There's some kind of nest up here.
That's the smell, I think.
I don't know if that's a bird nest or...
That's rough.
Yes, finally, time to go in the fort.
A lot of epic shots of her just walking upstairs. Which I can appreciate, you know. Dramatic walks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a lot quieter in here.
Yeah. So we just entered the fort and we went in a side entry where the...
Can you not, like, picture just a shadow figure or something just walking out of that doorway? That actually looks really ominous.
Doesn't seem to be anyone, which is really cool. They kind of were just going straight through the middle. So I don't think anyone really knows about this little entry, which is good for us. But this just looks really spooky down here. This looks like a scene out of some kind of horror movie. This definitely sets the tone that this is a haunted location.
Yeah. Like, I could picture vampires living here. Dramatic walk.
Oh, thought someone was having a cigarette. Oh, it's a monkey.
Another monkey. Imagine if the... Imagine
So
if the
we just
monkey was
found
having a
little
cigarette.
Shrine with incense. Oh, incense burning and some offerings, which is kind of cool.
Those look like
Some
ghosts,
oil
don't
down
they?
Here too.
Don't those orange paintings look like ghosts? Oh, I'm making connections, everybody.
It looks like a lot of people come here to do this kind of thing. There's a few cigarettes stuck in here. And this wall's like super, super black from soot. This one too. Hello. I don't want to hurt you. Oh, there's another one here too.
Look at his tail.
Are these dangerous monkeys?
I don't know.
Look how long his tail is.
They look a bit Gumby, like they wouldn't be dangerous. But now that one was just... I don't know. Why don't you go into his little pen? There's also another offering shrine here as well. This one has way more cigarettes.
I would say, and I'm not sure what kind of monkey the primate or monkey was with the red face, but I've seen more videos of those ones being more aggressive than I have seen the other ones. And I think I just don't know. I don't know my monkeys or my apes too well. I know like the basics, but like not like every single one. So you can leave comments in the comment section. You know, educate me a little bit on some of the different types of monkeys and whatnot. Which ones are more aggressive than the others? I don't know. Now I'm actually kind of curious. So just leave a comment. Might sound like an idiot, but I'm being honest.
Being as we're standing inside Bhangarh Fort, I want to tell you one of its spooky stories that makes this place supposedly cursed. The reason why Bhangarh Fort was built was a king built it in the later half of the 16th century for his son. The king made a deal with a local guru who lived and worshipped nearby that this fort would never overshadow his shrine where he prayed. However, when the king died and he passed the fort on to his son, His son continued construction, kept building onto the fort. Eventually it overshadowed the Guru's temple, and ever since then, this area has said to been cursed. That Guru's tomb is still in existence, and we are going to check that out today.
Oh, that must be the temple.
Now, either side of the creepy hallway are two very dark doors. We don't know what they lead into, but there's one right here, so we're going to go in.
The other one had monkeys in it.
Yeah, I don't want to get
You got a flashlight?
bitten by an animal or anything today.
Good deal. There could be bats in there, though.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Can you see how tall it is?
Yeah, that's very high.
Yes.
Oh, it stinks. There's definitely bat droppings in here. Oh,
Yeah, let's get out.
is it bats? I don't know. It stinks.
It smells like poo.
Oh.
Alright, out.
Is that a hole?
Yeah. Whoa.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Is it a staircase or?
I don't see no stairs.
Nope, it looks like just a
There's
street.
pipes down there. That's like super unsafe right here.
I'm not. Are those pipes, or is that like a cage, like a certain thing that you would put people in and then put something over top of it? And it looks like it kind of broke apart and fell down in there, like a
Imagine
top
if
of
someone
something.
didn't see that and they just went down. It's actually a tunnel as well.
No thanks, man. That looks effed up. I am claustrophobic as all hell.
It is so dark. This would be so good at night.
Clean that thing on the floor so I don't fall in a hole.
Okay.
Like a mummy is gonna come out of the corner or something and just start walking towards them.
So you can see the haunted temple really well from here.
Yeah, that would be a bit difficult to climb up to, wouldn't it?
There's a lot of cool detail left around the fort as well. When you look really close, you can see a lot of the carvings and all sorts around here. So I guess we're at the top.
Music's still going.
It's like a party.
That place is huge, man. Oh my gosh. Get a giant just idea of the scope of that place. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I think you guys can, right? Yeah. My voice shouldn't be like overbearing, but you guys should be able to hear me.
Alright, so we're pretty high up now. A little bit scary being up here, especially because I feel like just behind me here the roof is crumbling, which is kind of what we're standing on.
Look at all those pieces of building on the ground, man. That place is... That's so sad it crumbles apart like that, but that's going to happen to almost every location at some point. It's going to start crumbling away unless you can keep up with it. And unfortunately, this place has probably been so weather damaged from over the years that there's almost no restoration towards it unless you want to start putting in new foundation and new parts of the building and whatnot. And at that point, it's not even authentic anymore. lot of stuff in that room. A lot of stuff just sitting on the ground. I was gonna say, are those like gifts or is that just litter? Gifts or offerings, you know what I mean? Oh, I like that shot. That was like very sci-fi channel. Discovery Channel-esque.
We're currently in the gardens of Bhangarh Fort, and this seems like a nice place to tell you about the other legend as to how it got cursed here. Legend states that there was a princess who used to live in the fort. She was very beautiful, and she caught the eye of a local sorcerer or wizard of sorts, and he instantly fell in love with her. So he tried to devise a plan that would con her into also falling in love with him. So he created a love potion in the form of a cosmetic and sent it to her. The princess was a little bit sus about this and actually clued on, so she threw away the cosmetic by tipping it onto a rock or a stone. It is said that that cursed the rock, which then sought out this sorcerer and crushed him to death. Before he drew his final breath though, it said that he cursed Bhangarh Fort and its surrounding area.
Okay, I'm not really too sure if I believe that story. It sounds very interesting. Like the whole concept of just like inventing a love potion, I just don't know if I buy it. I don't think there is such a thing as a love potion, so that one sounds a little bit more just a local legend kind of thing. Yeah, I'm not sure if I buy that. I would say the other supposed curse would make more sense. The one where he says that he doesn't want it to overshadow his temple, and then eventually overshadowed it.
I just wanted to point out one of the temples in the area, and they don't really have any connections with the ghost stories or the haunting of Bhangarh Fort, but they just look really cool and really unique. This one behind me here is a Ganesh temple. We have one over here with a lot more detail on it, and there's one here that's completely overgrown by this awesome looking tree.
Sweet, nice. I'm out of coffee. That is a crime. A crime. That's kind of cool.
I really just want to show this because this is a tree that's grown and wrapped its roots literally around a ruin. So this bit here, you can see the foundation of the building and all the bricks just within it. It looks cool.
Like Mother Nature took charge of it.
That's movie worthy.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
There's hell squirrels there. It just looks like the floor's moving.
Yeah, they look like rocks.
You said animal? What was that?
We just ate a piece of cake and now we've got an audience. Hello.
They're not going to attack us, are they?
I don't know.
How many is there? 5, 6?
I don't know. There's more out
Yeah,
the
there's-
door. Found
Yeah.
it with a big stick. It's great.
Oh, shit, there's more. I don't trust them.
What one's making a noise?
You scared of them?
I'm not scared of them. I like them.
Which one's your favourite monkey?
I like the little baby ones. I don't have a favourite. I don't know.
They're leaving us alone.
Yeah, except this one. I'm gonna name that one Mandy.
Why?
I don't know. Seems like a Mandy. Oh, I think that one's disabled or something. Aww,
He knows how to do handstand.
what a darling.
What's this one doing?
I don't want to know what that one's doing. It could just be
That's
a
yeah.
natural thing from a lot of animals around here, but we just found a bone down here. It's in the garden in front of the fort. Don't know why that's here. It's pretty big.
Probably a cow.
It's quite large, yeah.
I'm sure, yeah, they had many animals die on that property. Oh, yeah. A lot of animals killing animals, and no surprise there at all.
We just found this path and we're following it because it looks like it's leading out to an awesome temple. I'm not sure what that one is, but it looks amazing, so we gotta go see it.
I would be so nervous to be walking in that tall of like brush and everything, especially after hearing about those giant cat killings. I mean, what if there's one out there, like just chilling out in the brush? You wouldn't know. My heart would be in my throat. The paranormal is one thing. But wildlife is a completely different thing. And the wildlife is what you should fear the most. Especially if you're out in like the wilderness and the elements, fear the wildlife. Have something on you to protect yourself with.
Alright, so we're just out the back side of the Mangla Devi temple, that is what it's called. And you can just see the detail that goes into these places of worship is amazing.
Yeah, that probably took forever to make. Look at that detail.
Alright, so we've just left the wall of Bhangarh and we're headed out to the tomb of Balanath, and that is the guru who I spoke about a bit earlier, and it was actually a real person because they're actually buried there. It's their tomb. And they were the person said to have cursed Bhangarh because the fort was built that overshadowed his place of prayer. So we're gonna go suss that out and see what it looks like.
Yeah, that makes more sense. If we're like talking curses and whatnot.
On my channel, I always talk a lot about wells and find them everywhere that we visit. And this one's very huge. It's quite impressive.
Oh my gosh, no way. Look down it. That's a broken leg right there. That's a or if you land on your head, you're dead. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
So there's still some paint that we can see on the walls.
I think bats live in here too.
They're everywhere. And this is a tomb, so I don't know if he's buried under here or like in that hole. Jared, put your finger in there.
No.
Jared Cam finger.
No.
Now this one is actually outside of the walls of Bhangarh, so we'll definitely be coming here tonight to investigate. We're hopefully going to be able to get back into the town or possibly the fort though, but
No guarantees?
it's hard to say at this
Yeah.
point. Now that it's quiet here,
All
they're
right.
really...
I'm going to go ahead and dive right into part 2 of this Bhangarh fort.
Now that it's quiet here, they're really sort of waking up now the people are gone. It's super dark. Tigers and leopards have attacked and killed people here. I actually feel a bit sick. I need to get out of here. Ah.
AmysCrypt proudly presents. I can already tell you I'm going to like this channel.
Hi guys, welcome back to AmysCrypt. I am currently at Bhangarh Fort, the most haunted place in all of India. Just waiting to lose the sun so that we can do some paranormal investigations. If you guys haven't already, go check out my part 1 video. I'm going to link that below, but stay tuned because tonight's going to be a very spooky one.
Okay, okay. Said to be the most haunted place in India. Bhangarh Fort. Bhangarh Fort. Legend has it the place was cursed. Paranormal activity is commonly reported here. Now, looking at places like Bhangarh Fort, I always take into consideration that it is like has a lot of exposure to the outside world, a lot of the elements, so rain, the wind, outside noise, animals. I mean, there are a lot of things that could literally and really tamper with a lot of paranormal evidence here, and I would even say could even mess with people's minds. I mean, earlier they pretty much, I'm pretty confident, heard a pigeon, and at first it kind of creeped them out. So I'm sure that, you know, this place has brought up a lot of people talking, has a lot of people talking that it's haunted because of maybe even some animal noises that they might not recognize at first. So, I mean, you got to take that in consideration. Now, obviously, it is interesting that it has a history with dealing with certain curses. I think that, you know, does play a big part in it. And when people go here, they might think about those curses. Having said that, I do want to, like, point that out. I mean, it doesn't always mean that's the case, but I do want to point it out that it does have a lot of exposure to the outside elements. And not only that, but the building has crumbled in a lot of places. So the knocks, the crackings, the noises could be the building falling apart. And I'm sure echoes happen a lot out there. I'm just going to point that out before we really dive into this. Part 2. We'll see. Access to the fort after dark is strictly forbidden.
Alright guys, so it's almost dark and we're just heading towards the front gates, hoping that we are able to stay in the town of Bhangarh for a little bit after dark. But I'm already suspecting that a lot of the noises and the disembodied voices that have been rumoured to come from the town at night, which people always think are the ghosts, could well be animals. There are a lot of monkeys here. We've probably got a lot of footage from them during the day, and they're beautiful, but now that it's quiet here, they're really sort of waking up now the people are gone. So I think that I can hear birds, I think that I can hear monkeys. You can probably hear them on my camera now, maybe, but they kind of sound like little cries. Like, some of them sound like people crying.
Yep, I can hear them.
There's one going on now out there somewhere. It does sound creepy, but I don't know that that's a ghost.
Probably not.
Alright guys, so we've just left Bhangarh Fort, and
Bhangarh Fort.
unfortunately we did our best to stay in there as long as we could, or try and do a little deal and stay in there to get some nighttime footage and investigate, and it's just not possible. It's, you know, they say it's forbidden and everyone was like, no, not possible. But what we do have access to is the tomb of the guru, who is from one of the legends and supposedly cursed Bhangarh. So we're going to go inside and check this out, but we're probably going to go back to the walls of Bhangarh to see if there's another access point, or just talk to them again. You know, we're here in India, we may as well try.
Yeah, absolutely. The tomb! The tomb of Bhangarh Fort.
Alright guys, so just there's a motorbike coming towards us. They're going to tell us off for filming here. So just an update, we've had some security from the fort come over to join us at this tomb because they've told us it isn't safe. There's leopards and tigers in the area, and they have been known to kill people, apparently. So this is supposedly connected to a national park. So
okay, first off, you are gutsy. You've been told that to your face, that there are leopards and tigers out here, and they will kill you if they see you, and you are still remaining out there. I would have pissed myself. I'd be like, you have any more room on that motorbike? We're getting out of here right now. I need you to take me back. I'm not going to walk through here. I'm not going to risk it. You need to get me out of here. Safety. But you're out there doing it. Rock on.
For the quickest look inside the
yeah,
temple.
go fast.
And they're gonna just stay with us because they're scared for our safety.
Oh.
And that is, I need my torch because I can't see a thing. That is probably the most terrifying thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna keep an eye because they're worried about you guys. I'd be terrified.
There's also like a motorbike or something super loud, and we just heard some kind of animal squealing or attacking another animal out there too, which is concerning to hear right after hearing that there's leopards and tigers around.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to try a ghost tube here in the tomb and just walk around and see if we can pick up on anything. This place is pretty cool. It's very nice at night as well. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Okay, well, I will say that the moaning did not sound like an animal. That actually did have like a man's tone to it, honestly. So that's a bit strange.
It's pretty cool. The whole of Bhangarh turned completely different as soon as all the people had left. It sounded different, its atmosphere was different, it was a lot more peaceful, and just, yeah, I feel like the animals almost came a little bit more to life as well in the dark. So, okay, so this is a ghost tube session inside the tomb of Bhangarh, and that is pretty cool because he is thought to be one of the people who possibly cursed Bhangarh, and is one of the reasons why it's so haunted and it became a ghost town. I have my language set to Hindi on this. I'm just going to do a circle. I also can't see any magnetic readings flaring. But what we can do... Kia bala nav. Yaha mir sutwe. Is Bala Naf here with me?
Yeah, I'd say that's an animal.
Apni is Juja, Koshrop, Ki on Diya. Why did you curse this place? Killa, Uchcha, Heya, Bor I. Is the fort good or evil? So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pick up any valid EVPs because there is a lot of animal noise, car noise, even though we're in the middle of nowhere, there's a lot of cars seem to be zooming around. I think the guys that followed us, though, we can also hear them. But
Okay, so there are people around. So that could have possibly debunked the moaning, unfortunately. Possibly, because the guys are still around talking pretty loudly. Unfortunately, that just could be the case.
yeah, I'm not picking up any magnetic readings or anything here, and I'm scared of leopards and such, so I'm going to wrap this up now.
Smart,
Our
honestly.
friends that were protecting us just left, and we're just walking away from the tomb now. And I did manage to do a couple of paranormal investigation segments in the dark, though it was during the day, within Bhangarh Fort itself. So I'm just going to flick back to those and show you those because they're a little bit interesting. So we're in the bowels of the fort now, and it's so scary. It's completely dark and it really smells like there's animals, bats, pigeons, I don't know what, but there's a lot of crap, I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna go in here. So, how good can you see on night shot?
Yeah, I can see the
I'm
walls.
gonna turn the torch off. This room is completely pitch black. It's super creepy. feel like if there weren't other tourists yabbering around, it would be pretty scary in here. But yeah, I can see why there's a lot of stories about this place at night. When you go to these places and you finally get alone in the dark, they always seem a lot scarier, and that's, I think, when your mind can play tricks on you.
Paranoia, yep.
But a lot of the paranormal reports to come out of Bhangarh Fort in particular, disembodied voices, screams, talking, women's laughter even. A lot of that has been reported by people outside of the fort. They've even seen lights coming from the fort at night when it's all closed off and locked up. It's supposed to be a very active location, and one that not a lot of people come to at night because it's so difficult to get access, being forbidden. The Archaeological Survey of India has actually posted signs forbidding it entry after dark, and a lot of people, there's a lot of rumours, people believe that that's because of the ghosts and the paranormal activity here, and that it can be very dangerous and people cannot exit once they enter and will never be seen again. Alright guys, because it's quiet and
And you could also argue that the reason why they do that too is possibly because the wildlife is dangerous. Tigers can do a lot of damage, and it can be scary. So there also could be that too of why they say it. Now they could be, we're speculating that the paranormal could have something involved, but I do think that there's a lot of dangers with being there at night. I mean, if you don't know where you're walking, you could trip, break your neck, you could be attacked by animals. There's just a lot there. I mean, the place is not insanely safe, Having said that, I do believe that there possibly could be paranormal stuff going on. For sure. I mean, why not, right? I mean, makes
a
sense.
little bit in here.
I'm sure there's a lot of history to the place.
We are alone in the dark. I want to reach out and do a spirit box. I'm going to be reaching out in Hindi, which I do not speak. If you do speak Hindi, make sure to listen very closely to any words or phrases that I might pick up on this device. It sweeps through radio stations, but some people believe that ghosts can use the device to talk through. Also, please excuse my very poor Hindi pronunciation. It's really not easy. So this is a spirit box in the bowels of Bhangarh Fort. I just heard a noise down to my right. It sounded like a sweeping, scratchy noise. Were you filming
rats or something? No, I don't think so.
Oh my god. I don't feel like there's animals in here though.
Shut you.
Okay. Namaste. Mera nama Amy hai. Hello, my name is Amy. Kia up, but karenge. Would you like to talk? Tumhara nam kam hai. What is your name? I feel as though it's tried to say some things. It's an odd noise I've heard come through.
Yeah, slight pauses, yeah.
I heard a female voice sound, but you were talking.
Yeah, I know. Mucha se, but Carlo, talk to me.
Pretty good movie.
Right?
I feel sick in here. That smell. I've been sick for about 4 days there.
So it's not paranormal.
Well, maybe. This smell.
It does smell in here.
It might be a phantom smell.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, I bet you.
I don't know, it's so bad. Kia killer sharp het hair. Is this fort cursed?
You see, look, guys, look, not a whole lot is happening right now in this investigation, but I'm still very much entertained. Not a lot is going on. Not a lot is happening. As a matter of fact, most of the paranormal evidence in this video could be all summed up to be pretty much animal noises. Yeah. But yeah, I'm very entertained by it. You don't need to fake paranormal content to be entertaining.
How many ghosts are here? Kilo Utcha, hey Borai, is the fort good or evil?
Very slight, yeah.
I actually feel a bit sick. I need to get out of here. Alright guys, I had to leave that room because I feel...
You know what most ghost shows would have done in that moment? At this very moment when it says Amy, I feel a weird feeling throughout my body that told me I needed to get out of there. Like something ill was rushing through my soul. I just needed to leave. I had to make my run for it. I had to end the live now. I had to end the investigation as soon as possible. I could not stomach what I was feeling, right as it says my name. Such a strange coincidence, wouldn't you think? But that's not really the case here. He's not making like strange connections out of even the smallest and slightest of things like most of these paranormal channels do, which can get old real fast. Like not everything has to connect, not everything has to make sense, because sometimes not everything is paranormal. Just saying.
Incredibly ill in there. I don't know what it is. Probably maybe the smell, but I can't stand in there anymore. If you did hear anything in that session, I'm going to be reviewing it, but if there's maybe Hindi words, please let me know if you can translate. But yeah, I'm not sure that we picked anything up. Right, so we're just in one of the rooms in the fort, and it was very dark in there, and it stunk so bad of bat, and I had to leave. I felt really sick, and I feel really faint right now. Like,
Maybe it's about time to go.
Really dizzy in that room.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's paranormal. There are lots of reports of people being overcome with dizziness in this fort, but I've been sick, deadly sick, for at least I've been sick since I got to India for about 2 weeks, but I've been deadly sick for about 4 days, and I can't eat, Yeah, I feel really not good right now.
I'd say it's probably the smell.
Really come on in that room. Maybe it's the smell.
Yeah, makes sense.
Best spirit box session ever. Can I have some water?
Yeah, I would probably say if you're not feeling good and you haven't been feeling good for the past 4 days, I'd probably say the smell is probably making you nauseous. I mean, it makes sense. Or at least messing with your head a little bit, making you a little bit loopy, making you dizzy. Makes perfect sense.
Alright guys, so we've made our way into another part of the fort and we're going to try and do another spirit box here and see how we go. My last one was cut a little bit short because I started to feel really nauseous and really sick. And I do a little bit here as well. I think a lot of it's the smell just because I'm very sick right now. But yeah, we're going to try one here again. We'll be reaching out in Hindi. Namaste, Mira Nam Amy here. Hello, my name is Amy.
What? What?
Something tinkled on me. We're not.
Probably a bat.
Oh,
Is it-
shit, fell on me then.
Right, well, that
Get out. I just fell.
Yeah, he's out
So we
first.
just had to leave. We were just in that dark room there. It's completely dark in there, and bat just shit on me or something. I don't know what it was. And
That's
it's
enough
so
to get out,
gross,
yep.
And I need to get out of here.
Maybe it's the fort telling you shouldn't be investigating. Maybe it has something to do with the paranormal after all.
Alright guys, we found another section of Bhangarh Fort to do a spirit box, and I feel like there's not as many bats around in this area, at least not their droppings, so I can breathe a bit easier and I don't feel so sick. So we're going to give it a shot again here, and just see if we can reach out and pick up any voices or phrases. Namaste, Mira
Sounds
Nam
good.
Amy ha. Hello, my name is Amy. Ki up but karenge. Would you like to talk? Tumhara nam kyam hai? What is your name? Tum yaha ke yum hu? Why are you here? Ki abala nef yaha mi sutwe. Is Bala knife here with me? Did you hear Bala?
Kind of does sound like Bala, doesn't it?
Not sure.
Apni is Georgia Kushrop Ki un dia. Why did you curse this place? Kia up Raj Kumari
Oh, getting back to this one other curse, yeah.
Kitahe.
The love potion, I
Do
think.
you love the princess?
Maybe it's the princess.
Maybe.
I heard hello in English, but probably doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I heard that too, but our brains might just hear English because that's all we speak. Mucha se, but Carlo. Talk to me.
That'd make no sense why I said that though.
Nam kyum he.
You know, like it
What is
doesn't
your
add up to
name?
anything.
Doña Wood Alvida. So we definitely got a few voices through there. Not too sure what they said. One definitely sounded like it said hello, but I mean, to us, we only speak English, so it's more likely that we would hear a word if it sounds like an English word. That's how we would interpret it in our brains, I guess. So it's hard to say whether we actually got anything. If you do speak Hindi though, and you're able to pull out anything that sounded like a word or a name or a phrase even, let me know in the comments below. I would really love and appreciate that.
Yeah, no kidding. Jesus.
Okay.
Oh,
There's a
let me see
big
my-
drop here. I can't feel my torch.
Okay.
Alright guys, I've managed to swindle a little bit of time inside Bhangarh Fort. It's not completely dark, the sun has set, but we're still waiting to lose final light. I don't have very much time in here at all. The guards have been kind enough to give me 20 minutes, so I just want to do a quick walk around of the fort and the places that I found the creepiest, or the place that I couldn't actually stay to do a spirit box. We're going to do a ghost tube session. I'm hitting record right now.
Okay. That was very nice of the people to let them
It's
do like 20 more minutes.
super dark.
Tour guides.
Completely dark in here actually, and very creepy. I'm hoping there's no... I can hear a bird out there, and there are some people out there still.
Security.
So if you hear any voices, it's likely them.
How's magnetic readings looking?
They're quite steady from what I've seen so far, but I always look away from them and miss when there's fluctuations.
I need to add a beeper or something on there, I think.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So this is the room that I felt really ill inside.
Oh, it still smells just as bad.
It still smells.
What's the magnetic readings like on it now?
You know what? They're quite stable. It's interesting. Well, when I turned around then, they went up. Not heaps, but...
Yeah, it's going back and forth a little
no
bit.
more words, and when we get words through, they're coming through in Hindi. So, I mean, they might not mean anything anyway, but I, in the moment, don't know what they mean. So they're things that we need to look up afterwards. There's a big bug in there. Alright, let's walk through.
I can't see anything.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue down this side. We didn't really explore down here.
I think there's a hole in the ground up here, so be careful.
Oh, really?
Be careful.
Oh, really?
Be careful.
Oh, really?
Be careful.
Oh, really?
Be careful.
Oh, really? We didn't explore down here so much earlier. I don't see a hole.
That looks like a ladder, so a makeshift ladder.
Maybe that was a hole there.
What's in here?
Oh, this is another room.
That looks like a chapel or something.
Yeah.
Oh, there's little bugs in here.
There's so many.
They're not
bugs.
orbs, they're bugs.
Yeah. Don't get excited, guys. Should I get in?
Nah, doesn't look safe down there.
It It's just rocks and stuff.
No, there's holes. There's holes buried under there.
Okay.
Yeah, don't risk it. You know,
It's another big
it's all
room.
fun and games till you have a broken leg.
Alright, so let's go back and look at. There's a couple of other rooms in the back too. Whoa. Okay, we just got another word.
Did you?
Yep. I can't tell you what it was. I think it said "behay" or something. That was pretty cool of them to let us stay in here a little bit on our own. So
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
it's cool. Alright, so the area that we're walking through now is apparently connected to a nature reserve, and tigers and leopards have attacked and killed people here.
Yeah,
And
great.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I can't actually see where we're going. So the fort is up this way, I think. And
I'd hope
we're-
so.
Yeah, just trying to figure out where I'm going and hopefully not die.
It's not just die. You would be brutally killed by a freaking big cat.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you're after a bit more reading on haunted places I've visited, head to AmysCrypt.com. And remember guys, until next time, stay spooky.
You have earned my subscription. So that was my introduction to AmysCrypt. Really enjoyed that. You see, not a lot of evidence there. It just that's the reality sometimes. You're going to go to some of these locations and you're not going to get that much. And that also makes, I think, me question more of these bigger YouTubers that are doing very well with catching all this evidence. Amy seems like a very respectable person. She didn't catch pretty much anything during this entire investigation. And yet I found myself very entertained. She was very cool, very respectable. I learned some things about Bhangarh Fort. I did not know about this place, so this is kind of formidable. And yeah, she can carry her own. And she didn't have to get all this crazy evidence. She didn't have to use the word demonic. She didn't have to use, like, the night I almost died, or the night a demon trapped me, or you know, almost killed by monkeys, or nothing like that. She did fine, and it was a great video. Guys, please go support AmysCrypt. I'll leave a link in the description. If you want some more content like this, get this video to 100 likes, and I will do more. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to check out more of AmysCrypt. It was really cool, really enjoyable. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Do take care.
JCARTSARTS is throwing down, coming after all these paranormal clowns. He's watching, not letting get away. On his way, JCARTSARTS, tearing the fakers apart. He with his heart, no one dare tell him can't react, because JCARTS has your back. JCARTSARTS has your back. JCARTSARTS is throwing down, coming after if you can't stay. JCARTSARTS is through, you won't be meant dead.